Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel, and today's video in which we are going to talk about a brand new simulation game that is coming in 2021. Unfortunately, we do have to wait a fair few months for this one, as if 2020 hasn't tested me enough. But you know what? It's autumn, the nights are getting darker, but that doesn't matter because guess what? I'm sponsored by Elgato, and I am now back to fully functioning headspace, fingers crossed, which means that I can use my key lights, and the darker days and drizzle here in England won't have anything on me because I can just control my lights through my computer using the Elgato Control Center. So if you guys want to go check out the key lights or any other Elgato products, there is, as always, a link down in my description. And speaking of England, that's exactly where today's simulation game takes us, because we're actually getting a really freaking cute simulation game that is set in the UK. Honestly, as the EnglishSimmer, I felt it was my royal duty to service you guys with this update. I don't know what I'm talking about. I swear this migraine has done a number, and now I'm apparently dressing like the guy out of Haunting of Bly Manor. We move past it. So what is this game, I hear you ask? This is a Little Sim World. Its website is littlesim.world. You're moving far away for the first time. You've arrived in a distant city at the London airport. With some loose change and a key to your uncle's old apartment, you begin your new life. Now, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself? So here we basically have our passport, which shows all of like your appearance. It shows, this is why I wanted to make this video, because they actually added different gender options, which is incredible. We'll go to their Twitter and look at their Twitter in a little bit more detail, but they have so many options. They also have star signs, you can choose your birthday. Obviously, they have appearance. Plumbella, one of my best friends, Jessie, actually made a video about this, and they used to just have like 8 different skin tones that you can choose from, but since Jessie gave their feedback, they actually now have a slider. I would quite like to see like a few different sliders, I think, and I'm saying that because like maybe if you have like 3 base tones, like one this light, then somewhere in the middle, and then one even darker, and then the sliders give you even more space to play around with. I think that could be cool. Like maybe have a drop down or just 3 different sliders. Then you have your personality. I don't know what each of these means. I'm guessing this means like romantic. This one probably means like party lover. I have no idea. What does the rainbow mean? I want to know. Is that just me? I feel like it is. I feel like that's my personality. We have life aspirations. So we have like a medal, a trophy, get married, I assume, like be outdoorsy, be a race car driver, maybe, who knows. Favorite colors, we have talents. I love the fact that talents are being included. I always say that personality is such a big thing in simulation games. Preferred weather, so we are getting weather in this game. We're getting sunshine, snow, cloud, rain, and wind, which honestly, just like get rid of the sun and snow, and that's pretty much England 90% of the time. Preferred diet, so you have like vegan, you have vegetarian, pescatarian. I don't know what these 2 are. I mean, that's meat, but I can't see enough. Then you have favorite foods and also fears, which I love. Like the fact that there's a fears system. Also, this looks like a dog, so maybe we're getting animals straight off the bat. And then this is actually what it's gonna look like. This is his little home. We'll look at that in a little bit more detail. These are his interests. These kind of look like skills to me. So like you have like the logic one, maybe. Looks like you have stats, perhaps. I don't know what this little like core is. I don't know what one means, like at all, but these jump out to me to be something like skills. Little Sim World is an indie open 2D life simulator with RPG and multiplayer. Yes, we are getting multiplayer in this game. Elements that has been in development since early 2019 for PC. Little Sim World is being made by Terry along with a few friends who have a passion towards the Sims genre. It is unique in design but also takes much inspiration from the likes of Sims, love Animal Crossing, love Stardew Valley, love Pokemon, love every single one of those things. You guys know I also love a good romance in games. I have played a couple of dating sims, and this kind of brings in like a dream daddy element. So these are kind of the caricatures. That's the word. Caricatures of the romanceable partners that are actually in the game. I'm assuming that they just look like the regular little sim people, and then once you actually start like romancing them and interacting with them, I'm assuming it works like a dating sim where their like cartoon will pop up and they'll have like text underneath them or next to them. That's how I'm assuming it works, but I don't know. That's just my guess. Due to the ambitious scope of the game, it has been both incredibly challenging and rewarding working on Little Sim World. I have plans to continue full-time development for the foreseeable future. With your help, we can really take this game to the next level without the need for microtransactions. Whilst the game is not ready yet, it will be in early access in early 2021, and I hope your support on Patreon into making this dream a reality. I still need to sign up for Paralive's Patreon and also this, because I want to support these simulation games. I'm out here making videos on them, they're giving me content, so I want to support them back. My personality, confidence, thought, oh, so it's not logic, it's thought, judgment, and aspirations. Whoa. And then it like chooses if you're more of an extrovert or more of an introvert. I wonder what these lines are. I am so freaking excited. Set in the heart of London with streets bustling full of cars, NPCs, and all sorts of busy shops. The entire world is at your disposal with no loading or transition screens. Love that. Love a little open world. Recreate yourself and live a life where every day is different. Design and decorate your dream home and live the way you want. There is a whole selection of shops to visit with styling that reimagines London. So this is like what it looks like. I like the little head nods to England, what we call things. I think it's dead cute. So we have Donald's, which is like McDonald's, King Burger, Burger King, Trimark, which is Primark, Ted Fashion, which I'm assuming is like Ted Baker, I don't know. Then you have like warehouses, you have tube stations, wine store. I love this one. This one's my favorite. Where is it? Where's the bookshop? Stonewater instead of Waterstones. It's great. So what can you do? You can decorate, buy furniture, and upgrade your house, develop your personality, and reveal who you really are. Oh my god, my little grey brain is gonna love this. It's like doing all the personality tests in the world as I'm playing a simulation game. These, like, my dreams are coming true. 2021 is my year. Don't say that. I said that about 2020. Chase after the career of your dreams. The possibilities are endless. Be part of the community, meet someone new, and find your significant other. No loading screens. Visit everywhere you want to get around faster, travel how you want on cars, buses, or the underground. Weather in different seasons. Every day is slightly different. I have my reserves about that, considering it's set in London, but hey, We'll get on with it. Share a room with your friend. Why play alone? I'm gonna hit up Jessie and be like, yo, want to move into my place? Then you also have a weekly summary. So you have like your salary, how much your bills cost, like council tax. Oh, I wish council tax was £20. Actually, £20 a week. Okay, more realistic. And then we also have a little bit about the team as well. But what's really interesting is their Twitter, where they just upload like pictures of different features and like the development that they're doing. So if you want to keep on track and like on board with all of these updates, I highly suggest you go follow their Twitter, which is Little Sim World. And here, obviously, you have the character creation. This is what it originally looked like before Jessie did her video. It also looks like super HD on Twitter as well. On their website, it was a little bit smaller, but here you can really see it. Oh my god, it looks amazing. This is my type of game as well. Like, all their inspirations are the types of games that I love to play. So this is build mode. It kind of works on like a tile system, and then you have like your bed. This is what gives me the Stardew vibes. for sure, because this is kind of how you decorate like Stardew Valley houses. The fridge looks massive, but I actually really like it. I don't know how you go about like building the walls and stuff. I don't know if you can do that all yourself. Like, I don't know if the exterior is done and then you just like decorate it how you want. I would assume that is the case because like it doesn't look like you can change the outside perimeter, but it is heavily a work in progress and is also subject to improvement. This is what made me want to make this video. So this is actually the gender options. So you have this non-binary umbrella term, and then there are so many different genders here, which honestly, the representation, the fact that they have done this and just like added all of these under the non-binary, like usually in simulation games it's very binary. You either have masculine or feminine and that's it. You can sometimes mix and match here or there, but it's still on those two dedicated binaries. So I can only give a really big thank you to the Little SimWorld team for actually including this and like listening to this feedback, because it's incredible. Some of the best I have seen in any simulation game ever. And it's also not just like that unspoken rule of it. It's like, well, like gender doesn't really matter in this game. Like, no, like gender, it might matter to some people, it might not matter to other people, but like we're gonna give you those options and we're gonna specifically out loud say that we're giving you these options. It's not like just left up to the player to use their imagination. Like, we are gonna put these in the game, accessible for all, and you can play the game however you want to and represent whoever you want to. Also, with dating, I forgot to mention this, but here's the current list of portraits for dateable characters. Dating is not gender locked. So out of all of these different people, you can date whoever you want. I'm kind of hoping that you can like romance multiple people at once as well. And hopefully that won't have a negative effect. It doesn't seem as if sexuality is as like talked about or like pointed out as gender options are. So it's kind of like, oh, you can play this in which way you want. But I'm kind of hoping that like if you don't want it to have negative effects, like if you want to be polyamorous, I feel like you should be able to be. Who do you think I'm gonna romance? I think I already have an idea, but I will let you guys guess. I won't confirm until the game comes out. So this is his little place. This is kind of the UI. So down here you can see that John is the person and he is a detective. It kind of reminds me of like dolls I used to play with when I was like really young that were just kind of like little ovals and then had a bobble head. It just looks like a little doll to me and I love it. Like, I love the art style. I think it's so cool. You can double speed, triple speed time. You can also pause it. Here you can also see the funds, the date, spring, so you will have seasons. So it'll probably be like Stardew, I imagine, where you have like 30 days in each month. Then this is your inventory, I'm assuming. So he actually has some sweets, like a kind of fizzy drink, some meat, some fish, and another drink. Love the little plants over here. This is a little bathroom. I don't know what each of these means. Like, there's a phone, obviously settings, exit, help, stats maybe, and then maybe this is your passport. Like, this is where you can see the whole personality. We also have the skyline, which if you are a old school fan of mine, if you've been watching my video for years and years, I actually had a banner like right at the beginning, like probably for the first 2 years of my channel, that looked insanely similar to this, I have to say. Ooh, this is the shop UI. So this is the old version and then they updated it to look like this. So you actually have to like buy all of the things that you eat, which is insane. You used to be able to do this in, I think it was The Sims 2, maybe it was also in Sims 3. I can't really remember. It was a function that I never really used. Like, I just used to click on the fridge and just like pay anyway. So you actually have to like buy things, which I really love because it's kind of that element of like you have to save and you have to budget yourself, especially with the bills and like how high they seem and the salaries and stuff. I really like this feature. Again, it just adds realism to the game. Like, the graphics may not seem super realistic, which I love. I love the graphical side of this game, whereas this is all super realistic. Snacks for everyone. Shops are closed at night, so your only choice are takeaways or vending machines. Honestly, how did they know that in the UK we run off takeaways? So we have Kit Kats, which are obviously Kit Kats, bars, which is Mars, Harry's, Haribos, Wookers, Walkers. This is what I love, like the fact that they've got all of these brands and they're so UK based. Like, it's really cool to see a game based in the UK. Then we are also getting cars. Cars on Little Sim World. Players will be able to recolor and upgrade their cars, useful for getting to work quickly. Oh, look, a little mini. This is some of the furniture available. So it looks like you can also upgrade the furniture. So you like can start off with really gross furniture, then you can upgrade it to get a little bit fancier, and then you can go even fancier and make it look like a professional kitchen. You guys know how much I love a good night cycle in simulation games. It's one of my favorite things about Ooblets right now, like the lighting. Impeccable. So this is Bedford Square Garden in the dark, which does make me think that we are getting day and night cycles. And our new color palette for Little Sim World, all items in games such as clothes, furniture, and cars will have multiple colors to choose from. So you can kind of choose the saturation. Would you call it the saturation? I don't know. The different shades, and then obviously they did update the skin tones. So there we have it. That's pretty much everything that has been talked about when it comes to Little Sim World so far. I freaking love the look of this. It represents some of my very favorite games, and 2021 cannot come soon enough. Not because I just want this year to be over, but because of this game, and I now have something to look ridiculously forward to. So let me know what you guys think of this game down below. I will, as always, leave their Patreon down below as well, so you can go check that out if you want to. Let me know what your favorite feature is so far. What are you looking forward to for Little Sim World? And I will also leave their Twitter and website down below in case you guys want to go check it out in more detail. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in and just enjoying my fangirlingness, because we finally have a UK-based life simulation. I hope you guys are as excited for this as I am, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye!